Okay, Qween Lene, I'm back. I figured this would be a two-parter, so anyways, like I said, yesterday after they left, we went over, got some food, McDonald's, then went over to the pharmacy, then went over to, the grocery store, and then went to the post office, picked up a book, or no, it was a weekend I picked up that. Went by the library and then post office, and to the liquor store and home. And then we went out again to the grocery store. I had to pick up a couple little supplies I missed, a few odds and ends like cheese sauce and chips. Once in a while I'll eat them whenever I'm in the mood. Then I got back home, and decided to sit in my chair and smoke cigars and ponder things. Uncle left his cigars by mistake. Then we checked in on him around 11. He's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot those. Just give me the box and the cigar cutter and the lighter. You can have the stogies." So I did that. His philosophy he taught me was don't give a shit about anything unless you care for someone or something very much, like your dog. Or like close friends, and then the rest of the world, well, he said the rest of the world, fuck them. Well, I cared for my top number one, which I guess I heard her by making the video and just saying, hey, I hate people playing mind games at MySpace and I'm being led around the nose. Well, I do, but Erin still thinks she's a player, and, and she claims she works, 25, works 80 hours a week, goes to school, doesn't have any time for herself, cut her internet out and stuff, and it was like, Erin's like, she led her by the nose, So, Erin also said, my uncle said the same thing. I have a problem with cute girls. I always let my guard down, and then I get my hopes up. Then I get depressed. Well, this morning I turned over a new leaf and said, fuck it. I know there's a lot of cute girls out there. I know maybe one day I'll find one that would accept me and my mild mental problems and my other areas. Erin's with me, but as you know, I don't like guys. But Erin wouldn't mind me finding someone, but he'd still be living near me, close to me, because he's got like a teacher thing about him. He's always trying to teach me new things. Like last night, yesterday, I think it was. No, it was Saturday night. Yeah, we were talking about that. But anyway, Saturday night we took a walk and we had, it was pretty good. So my uncle, he was just like, well, don't give a shit and whatever happens, happens. Well, that's my philosophy, but, his attitude is don't give a shit, So, so that's what I did. I just did not give up shit, And frankly, I don't care. I just, whatever happens, happens. I will be testing out Skype today on this little laptop. I'm finally getting around to check it out. That's something new. I downloaded it today. I'm going to install it, restart the computer, and have Erin boot it up so we can see what the video feedback is between the two, which will be pretty cool, So, anyways, like I said, life's pretty good. I'm learning, and yeah, just having a hold on a sec. Anyways, gorgeous Qween Lene, sorry about that. We had to punish the old El Doggo, and now he's in his El Boxo behind me for barking. He's a dog, yes, but we have rules here that we try to control his barking. So, well, let me put it to you this way. Me and Erin were talking, and I'm going to get into makeup. That's something new. We were talking about that porn thing, Might do that, just depends if he finds out something. We'll let you know also. My uncle suggested that when he was watching tranny porn the last few days. I got tranny porn, lesbian porn, etc., etc., but it's for him, and he's just like, oh yeah, the porn that he brought it over to my place, and he's kept it here because he's always afraid the wife will destroy my porn collection. Personally, I don't, I think it's funny, but, So, we talked about philosophy. I didn't have much to say to my mom, except, my mom was getting a little teed off. She's an alcoholic. I was born with alcohol syndrome. She's just like, Rita, I do not want to hear you talk about cigars, or pipe tobaccos, or guns, or video games. Cigar was in my mouth. I go, well, what do you want me to talk about? So anyways, Uncle, I'm looking into getting a 6x6 5-ton army truck. We don't need to hear about army trucks. I mean, that was my mom the whole time she was here. I said, well, why don't you go back to Everett, Washington? And I said, why don't you have Uncle Bureau, that's his nickname, old Bureau. I said, once Bureau, you come back here. And don't bring the old battle axe, and I don't have to listen to her whinge about anything. I know, it's bad to call your own mother a battle axe. I asked in my, latest blog about posting, buying flowers or something. I might do that. There's a flower shop across the street. I just go in there and be like, yo, I need some flowers. Send them to my mama for Mother's Day. Yeah, actually, she's pretty, the lady over there is cool. I've been meaning to get the flowers sent to my father's headstone in Ohio, so I've been procrastinating. It's like one of those things, give a shit, care. Well, that's my uncle's philosophy, but frankly, my uncle says he's retired. His new nickname for retire, and his new word for retire is retarded. He's funny. He's bringing in almost $4,000 a month once he gets on his Social Security next month. Boeing pays him a big chunk. My uncle died recently and left him the inheritance, so he's like, ooh, hog wild. Sad, but hell, he deserves it. He even offered to help me out with my transition. I didn't take him up on it because I don't know if he wants to, what the catch is. I know last night when we were talking about breast implants, me going to Thailand, since it's the only place I can go to get surgeries done, I don't have anyone that's got money in the family. My uncle, but he was talking about Thailand too for a vacation. He wanted to go to the Thailand cat houses, but anyways, he was talking and he's like, yeah, anyways, when you get your implants, let me see them. Forget it. He's a see, he's got three words, Qween Lene. It's prevert, which is before you're a pervert. Pervert and provert. He keeps saying he's the provert. So, anyways, we had a nice chat. Mostly I was up till like 6 in the morning when he was watching his porn and drinking his beer. He's an alcoholic himself. He just doesn't figure he's got much left to live. Even when he wasn't, when he was working with Boeing, he was drinking beer heavily and whiskey, and he just didn't give a care. His attitude was, who gives a shit about anything? Whatever happens, happens. And when he does get pissed off at something, he gets pissed off for like 5 minutes, and then that's it. He's fine. So it takes a lot of, he was a Marine, so I don't know. It's just something about him, So we talked about that, and I got a new philosophy on life, which is don't give a shit about anything except what cares or what matters in the world. My mother, on the other hand, doesn't want me going that route, but I figured piss on her. I'll be right back. Gotta update this and then start the last section. See you in a minute.